No ha sido el camino.
Hey, what's up everyone, and it's your girl Sassyyassurii here. For today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get this smooth, dewy foundation. This tutorial is good for an everyday wear. But if you guys are interested on how to get this smooth, dewy, non-cakey foundation routine, go ahead and just keep on watching. But make sure you do hit that subscribe button, like this video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Alright, so my brows are all done, and for those of you that are wondering, I use this Benefit brow powder and I really like it. It's super easy to work with. So I just want to point this out. You know, it's really important that you do moisturize. I'm using the Saturday Skin. The main reason why it's so important to make sure that your skincare is literally on top. Your makeup isn't gonna look good if your base isn't good, you get me? The way you're moisturizing your face plays a really big part on if your makeup is going to grip really nicely onto your skin. So make sure that you are moisturizing your face. If you have really dry skin like me, really sensitive skin as well, this one's going to be a really good one. If you have oily skin, I would really recommend the Origins. I think it's the gel one. I used to use it before when my skin was a little bit more oily. We're gonna go ahead and move on to primer. As for primer, if you have really dry skin, you obviously want to get a primer that's gonna be hydrating. You want to make sure that you're avoiding like mattifying primers because that's really gonna create more dry patches as it is. I'll be taking this one by Revlon, Rose Glow Hydrating Primer. This one's gonna give you that glow within. This primer doesn't feel heavy or greasy. So now we're gonna go ahead and take our foundation. If you guys have been watching me, you guys know that this one is my favorite. I love this foundation so much. Every time I'm wearing this foundation, I get so many compliments on my skin. You can get your hands on this. I would definitely go and do that. I'm in the shade 220 and I'm gonna go ahead and take that on the back of my hand. I usually like to take them on the back of my hand because I feel like when I dot my foundation on my face, I kind of feel like I'm applying more. When I do apply it on my hand, I feel like I have more control of the foundation. You want to take your beauty blender. You want to make sure it's wet. I've seen a lot of people use a beauty blender when it's dry, and no girl, like no. We're gonna go ahead and start working that foundation in slowly. Just make sure that you do take your time with your foundation to make sure that your foundation sinks in really nice and smoothly. If you want more coverage, obviously you can just add a little bit more of foundation. I'm going to show you guys half of my face with the foundation and half of my face without the foundation, so you guys can really see the difference and how like smooth this foundation makes your face look. So I'm going to go ahead and show you in comparison. This is with foundation and this is without. But do you guys still see how my skin looks very glowy and dewy? We're going to go ahead and take the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm taking the shade Porcelain. I really like to match this concealer with this foundation since they are both like dewy products. It really matches like the foundation the way that I want it to go, if that makes any sense. Personally, sometimes I'll like have like my foundation on and then I'll try a concealer, but like sometimes it just doesn't like want to connect with like the foundation. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes they're not like good matches, in other words. Concealer really brightens up your under eyes. It also contains coconut water, which is really good for dry skin. Taking that same beauty blender, just start blending out your concealer. You want to make sure that you're taking your time with your concealer. That way your under eye is really seamless as well. And go ahead and set our under eyes. We're not going to be baking before we do put on that powder. You want to go back into your concealer, quickly just dab it again, and then go in with your setting powder. Taking my Maybelline one, I'm going to just dab slowly, just push it into my under eye like this. We're going to take a fluffy brush. This is from Real Techniques. It is the 206 brush. Just go ahead and lightly push it into your under eye. Let's drag it out. Make sure you take your time with it as well so you don't create any more creasing. And then same thing with that same 206 brush. I'm going to be taking my Benefit Velvet Powder, something like this. I really like this one. It's like a velvet finish. It's still going to give you that glowy skin, obviously, but you want to make sure that you don't overpower it because you still want to look dewy. I'm just going to slowly just tap it onto my skin. Just mainly apply it right here on the bottom, here kind of above your cheek area. So now we're going to go ahead and bronze up our skin a little bit. I'm going to take this Hoola bronzer. I'm also going to take a different bronzer right now as well, but a little bit more of that dewy look. So I'm not going to go in too crazy with contouring today. I kind of just want to bronze up my skin. Just take that bronzer and apply it where you need it, which would be up here on the sides of your cheeks. The brush I'm using today is the Morphe 527. I really like this one if you're just trying to bronze and not really contour. I'm going to be taking this Flesh highlight, and it's in the shade Rise, and it's kind of dark, so I do use it as a bronzer. I'm going to take it on the same brush. I'm going to go ahead and just work that where I had added my bronzer, and it's just going to give you like this nice shine to it, which it looks so pretty on the skin. Like sometimes I get scared of like applying like glittery bronzers, but honestly, if they're doing this method, like I absolutely love it, and it makes me look so sun-kissed, and it's absolutely perfect for summer right now. Apply some right here on my nose as well. I'm gonna go ahead and add some to my lids as well, just to give myself that glowy look effect. And now I'm going to be taking this one by e.l.f. The name of it is Always Cheeky. I love this blush so much. It's like the perfect summer go-to blush. Okay, so now for my favorite part, and it is applying some highlight. So we're going to be using this Cover FX highlight, and it's so tiny. Isn't it so cute? I actually got like a 4-pack of these when it was like holiday edition, so that's why it's so freaking tiny. We're going to be using this just because we kind of want to go for obviously that more dewy glowy skin effect. This is going to be our best friend for that. I'm going to go ahead and take some on the back of my hand. This thing is so powerful, you don't need a lot of it. You can go ahead and use your finger for this. I'm going to go ahead and take some on my finger. I'm going to slowly just dab that highlight in place, and make sure that you are dabbing it out as well. And do you just see how this highlight just gives you like that perfect glowy glass skinned effect? I love this highlight so much. I don't know why I stopped using it, but I recently started reaching out to it again. It does wonders. Temples. Now I'm gonna take some on my nose too. Okay, but let's talk about that highlight. Do you guys see how smooth and dewy my face looks? We are not done yet. So now we're gonna go ahead and take this Dewy Set Spray by Anastasia. This is the game changer right here. This is gonna make sure that everything is set into place. It's gonna make sure that all of the powder sink into your skin. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some Fenty Glow to my lips. This is the perfect gloss for summer, you guys. It really goes well with this dewy, glowy look. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes, and I will be right back. Alright, you guys, and for today's lashes, I did use Emery's lashes in the style Abigail. This is how they look. But yeah, you guys, this is the final outcome of my glowy and smooth foundation routine. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, turn on your post notifications. But alright, you guys, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye everyone.